Namaskar, this is Ishan, and you're watching History with Ishan. And on the account of International Women's Day 2026, let us take a ride into our early past and meet two wonderful queens Queen Naganika of the Satvahana dynasty and Queen Prabhavatigupta of the Vakataka dynasty. Queen Naganika was the wife of the Satvahana ruler Satakarni. The Satvahanas were a powerful dynasty that ruled over the Deccan, which included present-day states of Maharashtra, Telangana, and Andhra Pradesh from the 1st century BCE to the 3rd century CE. Queen Naganika ruled as regent queen or queen regent for her minor son Satakarni II or Vedishri. She was probably the first Indian queen recorded in Indian history to mint coins in her own name, depicted along with her husband. One of the most important sources, and perhaps the only one to know a little more about Queen Naganika as of yet, except for the coinage, is the Naneghat inscription. Naneghat is an old mountain pass, one of five that cross the Western Ghats and link ports on the west coast of India to inland. In a niche in the back wall of a cave at this place, there are traces of relief sculptures of eight life size figures who are barely identifiable but have their names carved in large Brahmi letters. These inscriptions reveal that the portraits are that of the members of the Satvahana dynasty that includes Queen Naganika herself. The inscription is of the queen that is inscribed after the passing away of her husband during the reign of her son. She is described initially in relation to her other family members. The inscription, though damaged, is able to shed light on the role and authority of a queen. The epigraphical evidence goes on to tell us that she was living a life of restraint, like a widow should be living, observing vows and fasts. It also mentions various sacrifices, 18 of them, which she must have performed or participated in herself, which was exceptional in those days when the Brahmanic rules prevented women from doing so. A first reading of the source would be that she was a part of the sacrificial performances with her husband. She is the central and principal character of this document, something we see so rarely in ancient India. She is the sacrificer and the primary donor of the gifts to the priest. Now, turning to a later period, Queen Prabhavatigupta of the Vakatakas. The Vakatakas were an ancient Indian dynasty originating from the Deccan region in the mid 3rd century CE. Queen Prabhavatigupta belonged to the then illustrious dynasty of the mighty Guptas. She was the daughter of the Gupta Emperor Chandragupta II. She was married off to Rudrasen II, the son of the Vakataka king Prithvishen I. This was a political alliance to defeat the Kshatrapas. Rudrasen II died suddenly when Prabhavati was just about 25 years old. He left three children who all were minor, along with one daughter. In such a situation, Prabhavati Gupta was advised by her father Chandragupta II to manage the affairs of the Vakataka kingdom as queen regent for her minor sons. She ruled as regent queen till her eldest son Divakar Sen was able to rule. But he died soon too, and she had to continue her regency until Damodar Sen became capable, but he too passed away early, and thus Prabhavati Gupta became regent queen until her third son, Pravar Sen II, was old enough to rule the Vakataka kingdom. During her duration as queen regent for many years, Gupta Empire had its greatest influence on the Vakatakas. Her inscribed copper plates, the Puna plates of Prabhavati Gupta, records the Vakataka genealogy and mentions the Gotra of her father, the Gotra of the Guptas, uh, or of Chandragupta II, the Dharana Gotra, rather than the Vishnuvriddha Gotra of the Vakataka dynasty. She is mentioned as a great devotee of Lord Vishnu. She grants a village as mentioned in these plates. In her Miregaon Charter seal, she is mentioned as the mother of two kings. Excavations at the site of Nagardan have unearthed an oval shaped seal of the queen with her name inscribed in Brahmi script and Sanskrit language with a conch depicted. Nandivardhana was the capital of her regency. So, a brief yet powerful portrait of both the queens is painted, where they ruled as queen regent for their minor children and exhibited royal authority in those early times, thereby defining royal empowerment of women in the early periods of our past. So, that's all a very brief insight into whatever we know about these two queens on this occasion of Women's Day. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy watching the video. Please hit the like button, comment down below your views, share it with your family and friends, and subscribe to my channel History with Ishan for more updates from Indian history. Thank you so much. Take care, goodbye, and Jai Hind.